Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's live trading session. There hasn't been one for a while. I'm not feeling particularly well today, but we'll plough ahead with this, although it will be a bit shorter than usual. Just I have not really a cold, but I was travelling back from Cape Town to, so I did a 3-day return trip to Cape Town, and it's just really taken its toll on me. So it's not been a good week anyway. It's been a difficult week, second week of Trump's second term, and the markets have been reasonably positive, although we have sold off from the Dow on a number of occasions. So I'm probably going to talk a little bit through to the opening bell, and then look to get short the Dow again. So what I might just do, I think I do have a limit order a good bit above where we are now, so I'm just going to put another sell in there about the level that I sold this morning. Oh no, a bit higher. I think it was about 45.056 that I just put through. And as we look at the other markets, gold still well bid 26.06, probably touching 26.07. Sterling is just traded below 123, sorry, just below 124. So just going to put some prices up here for Bitcoin. If I cough, sneeze, or whatever, you're going to have to excuse me. So sterling has just gone below 124 even. The euro's trading 103.74. Now, the two currencies have been particularly strong this week, with the dollar being quite weak, but that changed yesterday with the FOMC meeting, and we saw a bit of strength coming back into the dollar. So I think I'm short two positions at the moment. I am short Bitcoin and also gold. So gold is against me. The Bitcoin is moving in my favour, but I'll probably look to close that in the short term. And as I said already, look to jump on the Dow if we have a bit of a bid. Now the Dow has struggled with this 45,000 level all week. Let me just bring up the Dow so we can have a quick look at it. So just bring up a 30-minute chart so you can see. You see where the 45,000 line is. Here's 45,000 there. So we've been above a couple of times this week. The most consistent day has been today, but we're moving back down towards that 45,000 level. So this is a 30-minute chart. The one thing that you will have seen and you will have noticed this week is the sell-offs from this level. If you look at some of these big red candlesticks, albeit that they are 30-minute candlesticks, the sell-offs have been quite nasty, and I'm hoping that we might see another one like that as we get towards this opening bell. So the area is a little bit rarefied up here. Let's just bring this out to a 4-hour chart, and again you can see, we're trading not far off of record levels for this this particular market. So the questions I would have is whether or not we can push through and hold that 45,000 level over the course of a weekend. Personally, I don't think so. We'll just have to look at the price action as it goes through this afternoon. One thing of note, sorry, I'll change that back to a 1-minute chart now just so we can see what the moves are when the bell rings. One thing to note, just in relation to how we're seeing that particular market, the DAX has come off from its highs. Just going to put this out to a 1-hour chart, I think, and you'll see that we've set, fairly regular recent high, fairly regular new highs with the DAX. But both with the DAX and with the Dow at these levels, have to believe that these markets are stretched and will find it difficult to hold on to these levels. But this afternoon will give us a better insight into that. Excuse me. But aside from that, we're not doing a great deal as we sit here. The Dow's again holding that 45,000 level line, but only just. The DAX just below 21,780. Bitcoin, which I do expect to sell off over the next couple of trading sessions, is holding around 104,500. I've sold it a couple of times this morning, but it has continued to push back. I think I'm probably going to close that. There's about 25 pips in that trade at the moment, I think. I just missed it there. A little bit slow. Everything is slow with me today, unfortunately. There won't be a great deal of trading this afternoon. I think I'm going to be looking for moves and holding positions a little bit longer, and hoping to see a decent sell-off as we move through the remainder of this session. So probably just missed Bitcoin there. It's popped up a little bit, and we'll just see if we get that back down to the 104,400 line, and then maybe look to take profit. I might just because I missed it last time, I might just put a TP in there, which you'll see come through on your phones. So TP just going in on the Bitcoin level. I think the market we're going to watch, and like I said, will only be a couple of minutes past the opening bell before my voice gives up. So we do have a limit in there just around that 45,050 level, and we'll just see how that goes as we trade closer to the opening bell. So for the time being, we have less than 2 minutes to go to the opening bell. The Dow continues to hold fairly steady. We had some PCE data earlier, which probably saw the markets come off a little bit, but Treasury yields are holding quite firm. So there's a lot of talk out there about the potential for growth in these markets. Growth, especially where there are technology stocks, we're tending to look for lower interest rates. They aren't on the horizon just yet, so I think there is a bit of a ceiling on these markets potentially for the time being. So as we look at Bitcoin's traded back up to our entry point, so there's nothing there on the profit at the moment. We've got Dow trading at 45,030, so we're not far off a fill here. It's come off 10 pips or so, so we are getting ever closer. Less than 30 seconds to go now to the opening bell. So we'll just watch this trade through, see if we get a feel what the Dow does. We have seen a lot of strength in the Dow from the bell this week. A couple of times, some of that strength has then dissipated as we've got up to the 45,000 level. So we are open there, and we are filled on our order. We're trading 45,060. We'll just have a quick look to see what the fill was on that. So, so we sold the Dow at 45,065. So we're still trading around that sort of level at the moment. If we go down, and we are going down at the moment towards that 45 level, so sorry, I thought there was something wrong with the recording or something. So just going to close this trade. There's about 30 pips in it at the moment, so I'm just going to close that. Probably took about 35 pips out of that trade. So I'm going to leave that here and come back to you on Telegram very shortly, and I'll get hold of Sam and see if there was an issue there. Thank you very much for joining me.